story opens deep inside a dense, ancient jungle. At its heart flows a massive river, cutting through the wilderness like a silent beast. On this river, a man named Jeff moves forward with two of his companions. These men capture snakes and sell them in the city for money. But today, the place they are heading toward is far more dangerous than anything they have faced before. Even the boat captain, trembling with fear, warns Jeff, "The place you're going to is cursed, filled with venomous snakes. And I've heard a massive anaconda lives there, crimson, a monster whoever enters its territory never returns." Jeff only smirks. "Just drop me there, you'll get your payment, then take your boat back." Jeff is no ordinary hunter. He is an expert in capturing snakes. Today, he has come to this jungle for one reason only: to capture the legendary crimson anaconda. A while later, they finally reach the forbidden place. The boat captain, terrified, demands more money because guiding anyone here risks his life. Jeff doesn't refuse. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out cash, and purposely drops it on the floor. The captain bends down to pick it up, relieved, even smiling. And the moment he lifts his head, Jeff plunges a knife straight into his throat. He brutally slices the captain's neck and throws his severed head into the water. Jeff's companions watch in horror from the riverbank. Jeff turns to them coldly. "If either of you betrays me, this will be your fate." Shaken, they follow Jeff deeper into the jungle. Soon they come across a gigantic statue of snakes. Jeff stares at it and whispers, "So, the legend of the Crimson Anaconda was true." Meanwhile, his two companions find dozens of snakes and excitedly begin stuffing them into cloth bags. But Jeff ignores the smaller snakes. His eyes search for only one creature, the Crimson Anaconda, the king of this jungle. One companion takes the snake bags back to the boat, only to see the decapitated captain's body standing upright in the water. Before he can react, the body suddenly sinks, and something enormous rushes toward him. Terrified, he turns to run. But a huge anaconda strikes with lightning speed, coiling around him. Bones crack as the serpent crushes him and devours him whole. The second companion, carrying another bag of snakes, also encounters the monstrous creature. He sees its giant body slithering up a tree, its swollen belly showing it has just swallowed a manhole. Before he can escape, the snake spits out his partner's corpse and then captures him too, coiling and crushing until he draws his last breath. Jeff watches all of this from a distance, not horrified but pleased. He wanted the snake distracted. Once the Crimson Anaconda is busy feeding, Jeff plans to sedate and capture it. He reaches for his shotgun, ready to stun the beast. While Jeff is hunting the legendary Crimson Anaconda deep inside the jungle, far away on the river, a completely different nightmare begins. On the other side of the river, a passenger boat slowly moves through the water, carrying dozens of ordinary people. Among them is Sunny, traveling with his sister Choti, and another girl named Nikki. Despite being on a relaxing river journey, Sunny keeps warning them, "Put on your life jackets, this area is dangerous." But no one listens. Everyone laughs it off, thinking nothing bad can happen in broad daylight. They have no idea what awaits them inside the boat. Two men go down into a small room to open a window. The smell inside is damp, heavy. Something feels wrong. Suddenly, one of them screams. A huge snake lunges out from behind a box and bites him. His friend jumps down to help and sees something horrifying. The room is filled with snakes. Before he can warn anyone, the door slams shut behind him. Inside the dark room, the man screams as snakes slither toward him. And then everything goes silent. Up on deck, passengers realize two men have been missing too long. When they open the room, they find it crawling with snakes, possibly dozens brought unknowingly onto the boat from the same jungle where Jeff is hunting. Everyone panics, women scream, children cry. Passengers rush to the upper deck, but snakes appear there too. People are bitten left and right. Blood spills, bodies collapse. The peaceful boat ride has turned into a death trap. The snakes slither into the lower compartment, the engine room. They wrap around the machinery. Something sparks, and suddenly, boom! A massive explosion rocks the entire boat. Panels burst open. Fire spreads rapidly. Nikki grabs Sunny's hand. Choti clings to him in fear. Everyone screams, "Jump into the water!" Passengers leap overboard one after another, but they don't know. The giant crimson anaconda rules this river. People splash into the water, desperately trying to swim, but beneath the surface, something massive glides silently. One man feels something thick brush against his leg. He screams. Before anyone can help, he is pulled under with tremendous force. Blood rises to the surface. The river turns red. The boat continues burning, drifting slowly. Snakes crawl out of the flames, falling into the river and swimming toward survivors. Those still on the boat are attacked by snakes inside. Those in the river are hunted by the giant crimson anaconda. There is no escape. Sunny sees a man being squeezed midair by the enormous serpent, bones snapping. Before being swallowed whole, Sunny holds Nikki and his sister close. They must swim or die here. Through sheer luck and strength, Sunny manages to pull both girls to the riverbank behind them. The screams of dying passengers echo through the jungle. One by one, the crimson anaconda drags bodies underwater. Sunny, terrified, shouts, "We have to run, now!" They flee into the dense forest. As they move deeper inside, they see fresh bloodstains on leaves. Nikki whispers, "Whose blood is that?" Sunny examines it and says, "There must be humans nearby." But they don't know. It is the blood of Jeff's companions, killed by the same monstrous anaconda that killed the boat passengers. Sunny and the two girls follow the blood trail straight toward the heart of the jungle, straight toward the monster's territory. But suddenly, the entire jungle erupts. Birds screech, animals flee. Something has terrified every creature. The crimson anaconda, alarmed by the commotion, retreats into the darkness. Sunny, Nikki, and Choti continue deeper into the terrifying jungle, following the blood trail. They move slowly, unsure of what they'll find. Suddenly, they freeze. In the distance lies a dead body, half swallowed by something huge. Sunny gets closer and his face turns pale. It is one of Jeff's companions, half his body crushed, bones shattered, skin purple from pressure. Nikki whispers, "What kind of creature can do this?" Sunny replies, "Only one thing, a giant anaconda." Behind them, the jungle rustles. They turn, nothing, but they can feel eyes watching them. Branches shake, leaves fall, birds fly away in fear. Suddenly, a massive shadow slithers through the bushes. The crimson anaconda, red-scaled, 30 feet long, eyes glowing, body wide enough to crush a buffalo. It raises its head slowly, towering over them like a prehistoric beast. Nikki and Choti scream. Sunny shouts, "Run!" The three sprint through the jungle, crashing through branches and thorns. The snake chases them with terrifying speed, its colossal body snapping trees like matchsticks. Sunny grabs the girls' hands as they run, but the snake is too fast. It lunges forward, grabs Choti's leg, and begins pulling her back. Choti screams. Sunny turns, grabs a thick branch, and strikes the snake's head with all his strength. The monster releases Choti, but now focuses on Sunny. It coils around a tree, and launches forward to attack. Before it can reach him, a gunshot echoes. The bullet hits the snake's jaw. Jeff steps out from the shadows, shotgun aimed. His clothes are torn, face bruised, but his expression calm. He shouts, "Get away from the snake, now!" Sunny, Nikki, and Chotty run to him. Jeff fires another shot, forcing the crimson anaconda to retreat into the bush, but not for long. "This is Crimson, the king of this jungle, and I came here to capture him," Jeff says. Sunny is shocked. "Capture that? Are you insane?" "Jeff, I've hunted snakes my whole life. This one is mine." But the anaconda doesn't give them time to argue. The ground shakes. The monster bursts out, crashing through the jungle like a train. Jeff throws Sunny a knife. "If you want to live, help me." The crimson anaconda lunges straight at them. Jeff rolls to the side and fires, but the snake is too fast. It coils around a massive tree and strikes Jeff's chest, sending him flying. Sunny attacks with the knife, stabbing the snake's scales, but the blade barely enters. The monster wraps its coils around Sunny and begins squeezing. His ribs creak. He gasps for breath. Chotty and Nikki scream helplessly. Jeff gets up, coughing blood. He grabs a sharp broken branch and rushes toward it. With a roar, Jeff stabs the branch straight into the snake's mouth. The monster recoils in pain and loosens its grip on Sunny. Jeff shouts, "Run! I'll handle it." The crimson anaconda, enraged, turns its full fury toward Jeff. He knows he cannot survive this fight. He looks at Sunny one last time. "Get them out of here. Take them to safety." The snake coils around Jeff. There's a sickening crunch. Jeff's body is lifted and slammed into the ground. His scream echoes through the jungle. Sunny watches in horror as the monster begins swallowing Jeff whole. Nikki pulls him away. "Sunny, we have to go, now." Sunny's eyes fill with tears, but he runs. Jeff's sacrifice buys them precious seconds. The three reach a cliff overlooking the river. Behind them, trees crack. The crimson anaconda is coming again. Sunny looks down. The drop is dangerous, but staying means certain death. He grabs Nikki and Chotty's hands. "Jump with me." They leap off the cliff and plunge into the river far below. The water is cold and violent. They struggle to swim, fighting the current. On the cliff above, the crimson anaconda arrives, but cannot reach them. Its massive body stops at the edge, watching them disappear into the river. With a furious hiss, it retreats back into the jungle. Exhausted, Sunny, Nikki, and Chotty finally reach a distant riverbank. Behind them, the jungle stands tall and dark. Sunny looks back one last time, knowing Jeff died saving them. He whispers, "We survived because of you." Nikki places her hand on his shoulder. "Let's go. We need to find help." The three walk forward, injured, exhausted, but alive. The river's surface ripples behind them as if something enormous is moving below. A final reminder: the crimson anaconda still rules the jungle, and it will kill again. If you enjoyed this thrilling journey through the jungle, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. More epic adventures, terrifying creatures, and untold stories are coming your way. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and join the adventure.